Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F125. Today we're back for round number 13 at Spa. So we're getting to the point where we don't have any more upgrades to do. We have to unlock a facility upgrade for aero, chassis, and powertrain breakthroughs. And we're not there yet, so this is all we can do for now. Okay. Well, those failed instantly. Alright, I know. You don't have to tell me. Well, second time's the charm with these. Hopefully they get on the car. I think it's kind of a guarantee that they will, but we should have an upgrade for this race. Okay, there we go. So we have an upgrade now.
We've finished developing a
my God.
and it's now ready
Shut
for
up.
fitting.
Oh, so last weekend Mercedes was fastest. Now Red Bull is faster by a little bit too. So they've probably put on an ultimate upgrade. All right, Red Bull's the car to beat again. All right, well, we have one upgrade to bring for this weekend. Here we go, into Spa. Well, it's been kind of a while since we've had a sprint format weekend, but we have a sprint race here in Spa for round 13. And I don't really mind it in Spa because the track is so good. So I don't mind more racing laps around this track, but we hopefully will have the pace. The setup is feeling pretty spot on at the moment. Apparently, we're getting some rain in the full race as well, which is crazy. The last like 4 races, we've had rain at some point in qualifying or in the race itself. So we're gonna have to nail the tire strategy in Spa as well. I'm kind of sick of the rain. It keeps messing with everything. I just want a clear weekend. All right, into sprint qualifying we go. 1 set of mediums per lap. So we gotta make this one count. First lap on the mediums. We'll go fastest in the session. That'll get us through to Q2. And I guess it's raining already. That's nice. They want us on the inters. Yeah, raining in Q2 and Q3. Alright. Well, that lap was absolutely hideous. We don't have that much downforce. We go 7th in the session. That's a little bit scary. Hopefully we get through to Q3. Oh boy. Okay, into Q3. The track is much more wet than the last session, but there is kind of a dry line. Hopefully we have enough grip. We need a good one here. Around the final corner, purple in sector 1, and we go 2nd in the session for sprint qualifying 3. I think there's some more people to complete some laps, but the track is only going to get wetter, so I think we're good. Yeah, we're still in 2nd place. Session is now ending, so I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. 2nd place for the sprint. Not too bad. Well, obviously, pretty simple strategy for the sprint race. 8 laps on the mediums. Starting 2nd place on the grid, Verstappen on pole, our title rival, starting ahead of us for the sprint. The 5 red lights are coming on, and we are racing around Spa for the sprint race. Verstappen gets a crazy launch off the line. Into turn 1 we go, safely through the first corner without any attacks from behind. Now we have to chase down this Red Bull. Just gonna dump the battery down the straight here. We're in the slipstream of Verstappen. We're slowly reeling him in. We might be close enough for a move. Down the inside. Oh, completely wide. Little too far back to make that one work. That was a bad move. Dude, Verstappen is insanely fast. He's very quick in the Red Bull right now. I don't know. We're already a bit slower. He's 1.1 seconds ahead, already out of DRS. This is not good. Well, we've built up over 2 seconds to Russell behind, so we're definitely faster than the cars behind, at least the 2 Mercedes. But Verstappen is just absolutely flying. On to lap 3 now. Verstappen 2 seconds up the road. So he's definitely building time every single lap. We're nowhere near DRS at the moment. But if he makes one mistake, we're going to be right on him. Not going to give up yet, but he's definitely very quick. So we just pulled out almost a second on the cars behind on this lap, but Verstappen got a second on us. So he's lapping 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field. This is this is crazy.
A few inches later.
Well, on to the final lap of the sprint race we go. This has been quite a boring one. Just have not been able to chase down Verstappen. We've built 5.5 seconds to the cars behind, but Verstappen is just gone. Well, that's a bit concerning for the race. If Verstappen has the pace like that for 20-something laps, then he's gonna just absolutely leave us in the dust. I mean, we're way faster than the Mercedes, but jeez, I mean, that's insane. Around the final corner we go. Checkered flag is out, and that is second place in the sprint race. Could be a lot worse, but we just got whooped by Verstappen. He was so insanely fast. Right off the bat, too. Oh boy. Okay, well, hopefully we do better in the race. Okay, into qualifying we go. We can just put that sprint race behind us. We only lost out 1 point to Verstappen, so it's not that bad. But the race is where it counts. We need to focus up. First lap in Q1, we go purple in all 3 sectors. A 140.3, that'll get us through. I think we already have rain. So we got 1 lap on the softs, but after that, no bueno. Around the final corner for our only lap in Q2, we go purple in all 3 sectors again. And that's gonna be it for Q2. Wait a minute. There's no way. Where's Verstappen and... Oh my god, they're gonna be out. They're gonna be out in Q2. I think they got out too late. The track was too wet. Yeah, that's it. It's both the Red Bulls out in Q2. That is absolutely huge. Unless they... Yeah, they're out. Oh my god. Well, pressure's off now. Our our championship rivals, both for the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship, are out. So we're chilling. Our first lap in Q3, not the best lap. Across the line, we go 5th. We can definitely improve on that. Oh, are people back on softs? Oh yeah, the track is like completely dry. Okay, so on the softs, we can definitely go a lot faster on these tires. All right, well, shooting for pole position. Around the final corner, we have 10 seconds of improvement. Purple, apparently Fernando's faster, and, and we have pole. So Fernando is faster than us, but we have pole position. Okay.
Fernando is faster than you.
All right, well, rain at the beginning of the race. It's going to clear up towards the end, so we'll have to nail the tire strategy. But anyway, starting from pole position here, Verstappen and Piastri are all the way down the order. 5 red lights are coming on, and we are racing around Spa in the rain. Decent start off the line here into turn 1 on the brakes nice and early. And once again, through turn 1 without any issues. Hopefully a dry line starts to form pretty quickly, because there is 0 grip at the moment, just slipping and sliding everywhere. Alonso's behind, so he fought through, and we're running 1-2 at the moment. I think we're running a bit too much downforce. We have Alonso right on our ass into the bus stop chicane. He's gonna go for something around the outside, really sketchy on the brakes into the chicane there, but around the first lap, so we've got Alonso and Leclerc right behind. Yeah, they're way faster on the straights. Alonso's gonna go for a move once again. He's got the overspeed. Around the outside goes our teammate. Gonna try to fight this one off side by side with Fernando. We can pull ahead at the last second. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fighting. We're probably going to see another move from Alonso into the chicane here. We're going to keep this inside line and take the outside for that final corner. There goes Fernando we're side by side, under braking, still wheel to wheel with our teammate. We've got the outside for that final corner. We can pull ahead of Alonso and Leclerc, but all this fighting is letting the rest of the field catch up. We still have literally no grip on track. There's not been a dry line just yet.
It looks like the weather's going to dry up in about 5 minutes.
And we still got 5 minutes until the rain stops. So plenty of time on these inters. But right now, we're going to have to worry about Alonso once again down the straight. This time, we're going to give him the inside line, pinch him to the inside of the track. He's beating us to the braking zone. And there's not much we can do about that move. Fernando into P1. Just gonna stick with him and try to get that place back. We should be able to run a pretty similar pace to Alonso. We'll be slower on the straights because we have more downforce, but we'll be faster in the corners and out of the corners. So we should be able to stick with him for a while. We might be close enough for a move into this right-hander at the end of the straight here. We're in the slipstream, dumping the battery behind our teammate. If we can start reeling him in, which we are, we might be close enough for a dive down the inside on our teammate. Really close to contact with Alonso. Similar to the move with Verstappen, just a little too far back to make something work. But we are having no problem sticking close to our teammate right now. Oh, we might see a move from Leclerc into the chicane. We're going to take the inside line again and just outbrake the Ferrari. Little sketchy on the brakes. The track is starting to dry out very slightly.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Okay, so the rain has stopped. The track is definitely getting drier, so we might see a couple people switch onto the slicks in a couple laps time. But we're gonna wait. We need to nail this crossover. We might be able to get Fernando here into the bus stop if we dump the battery down this straight. Oh my, huge drift, big save. There goes Leclerc. Rear end completely kicked out, so down to third place. Leclerc pulls ahead, and it's a VSC. Hulkenberg out of the session, VSC deployed. We're gonna box this lap. The track is drying out. I don't know if it will be ready for slicks, but it is dry. Yeah, they're staying out. We're going to box for hards. That'll give us the most leeway in this race. I assume they'll last to the end. But this might be a great call or a terrible call. This is a big gamble. All right, let's see what the Brad Pitt crew can do. Onto the hards. We're the only car in the pit lane. The only car on the slicks. And we don't have that much grip out of the pit lane. We might have made... Oh, VSC ending. That's insane timing. All right, well, that worked out absolutely perfectly. And... Oh, wait, what the... We just got bumped. It's taking a little longer than normal for these hards to warm up. The track is still slightly damp. I guess. There's a little bit... It's a little sketchy in terms of grip. But I think we made the right call. Wait, is that everyone in the... There's no way. That's literally the entire field is in the pit lane. We're going to pass literally the entire field. There's Alonso at the front of the pack. Onto the hards he goes. And this strategy was absolutely perfect. We're going to pass Alonso out of the pit lane, and that's back into P1 on lap 7. Oh, that's actually crazy. Down the straight we go. We don't have too much battery left. I think Alonso might be reeling us in. There he is in the slipstream. He's got the overspeed. Our tires are much more warmed up. We can easily cover off our teammate with that inside line. And yeah, this track it's already getting better. There's still a couple places on track where it's a little bit sketchy in terms of grip. But that should pretty much be dried out in a couple laps time. There we go, DRS enabled. So we just absolutely nailed this strategy. That was perfect. It's still a little tough through this section. You just feel the rear end kind of start to kick out. But that's kind of the only spot on track now on lap 9. where it's still a little sketchy in terms of grip. Otherwise, we've been completely fine. The hards are warmed up. We're cruising. So we've got over 2 seconds to Alonso. Even though we're slower on the straights, we're still building that gap to the cars behind. Leclerc is 3.5 seconds back. Piastri's down in 4th. And Verstappen is nowhere to be seen. So if we can keep this up, still running 1-2, this is going to be huge points. We just got to keep building this gap to the cars behind. But we're running a pretty comfortable pace at the moment. We're not pushing too hard. And these tires should last until the end of the race. So we're in a pretty good position here. Well, it's 5 seconds to Alonso. Verstappen has made his way to the top 5, but he's 30 seconds back. So ever since this track dried out, we've just been absolutely cruising, running a nice, comfortable, solid pace, and still running 1-2 with Fernando. The only problem is our fuel is a little bit low, so we're going to have to do some lifting and coasting for the rest of this race to make sure we get to the end. But we've got such a comfortable gap. We're totally fine. It feels like we're just doing like time trial laps. Everything's still completely under control. We're on lap 20, still 1-2 with Alonso, and he's completely safe from Piastri behind him. The fuel situation is getting a little close for comfort, but we've only got 2 laps to go. So, yeah, kind of a boring one. Well, I guess I'll take this opportunity to let you guys know there's going to be a big announcement coming next video, which will either be on Sunday or Monday. Got some exciting news, but yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyway, we're on to the final lap of the race here in Spa for round 13, and this one is pretty much all wrapped up. I'm glad I noticed we were low on fuel, because if we weren't lifting and coasting for like the second half of this race, we'd probably be in trouble. We've got 0.09 laps of fuel at the moment, so we would have just run out of gas and got stranded in the middle of the track. Well, anyway, into the final couple of corners we go for round 13. The checkered flag is out, and this is going to be yet another race win in Season 2. Absolutely huge. It's a 1-2 for the team. Fernando gets another podium, and that is massive points for the championship. This was an easy one. The track dried out, and we were cruising. Well, I think we got a little bit lucky here, Verstappen being out in Q2. I think if he was on the front row of the grid at the beginning of the race, this would have been this would have been a different story. It would be a lot more difficult. He was flying in the sprint, just running away. Piastri managed the podium, so that Red Bull is definitely pretty quick. And we've still got a long way to go in this season. We're just past the halfway mark, and this was the stronger half of the season in terms of tracks. Monaco, Jeddah, Silverstone, Spa, those are strong tracks. But the back half of the season, I'm personally definitely weaker at. So, I don't know. Long way to go. So as a team, we're coming away from this weekend with 52 championship points, which is absolutely insane. We're 79 points ahead of Verstappen in the driver's standings at the moment. It's 306 to 227. So quite the gap there. As for the constructors, we're 62 points ahead of Red Bull. So that was a big haul. So it's Hungary up next, which is a track that I hate. Not as much as Miami, but it's up there. So we'll see. We'll see how we perform around Hungary. But yeah, looking pretty good in terms of the championship. Keep an eye out for next video. Make sure you check that one out. We got an announcement coming. That'll be pretty sick. So I'll see you in that one, and then I'll see you for more Season 2 of Brad Pitt Career Mode.